Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to render in 3ds Max. I have my backdrop set up, my lighting set up, and so I need to render. And there is a couple things that you want to know. Is first, you have to do render setup. You don't have to, but it will pop open a blank window like this, and it will pop open a panel like this. So this panel is your settings. It'll tell you what renderer you have. And if you're using a preset, or if you're using a different type of render, don't worry about that for now. But here are some basics that you need to understand. So first things first is the height and width. This is the render setup, and you can see mine here, the numbers are changed. If you ever want to change those, all you have to do is right click and say OK, and it'll permanently change those in your system. So I set mine up for basically 1270, 1920, HDRI, 4K, that type of thing. And so that's you pick the settings that you want, and it automatically changes and adjusts those settings. The single is the individual frame. If you want an active time segment, you can do from frame 0 to 100. This is for animation. And if you want a certain frame range, you can put it in this way. Here's what is going to render. For the most part, we don't really even touch that. Even advanced lighting, things like that, we don't mess with too much. And so with that all kind of assigned, once you want to do that, pretty much that's it. If you want to save the frames, so if I'm just doing a test render and don't care about saving the frame, that works pretty simple. I can change the view that I want as well. And if I want to go down here, right here, render output, if I want to save the file, all I have to do is tell it where to save. So if I say save on my desktop, I can change the format, what I want. You'll notice here that you can do an AVI file. Unlike Maya, Maya will not do an MP4 or an MP or movie format. They will only do image sequences. That's perfectly fine. I generally render out image sequences because if my image sequence fails, so like 3ds Max crashes while it's rendering, then I can always start up from frame like 52 where it crashed and not have to re-render all that stuff. So then you basically tell it what you're doing, tell it the file, so file 1, and then hit save and tell it the file size, etc. And then what you can do is basically hit render, and it will save it as that file type. If you do an active range here, then basically it will do an image sequence, and what that means is it basically does frame 1, frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. I'm going to go back to the active time segment and so on here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit render, and it's going to pop up a window. Because I'm using Arnold, it's going to pop up a window basically like this, and that is my render. So that's my full window here. Now from there, you can actually file save and save the image or the sequence. If I hit this play button and you want to test out things, you can hit the play button here, and then when you move the camera rotate, when I move the camera, it will automatically try and update that render. That is a live preview. If you want to stop that, you can just hit that. And so that is essentially how you want to render your sequence. It will basically allow you to kind of preview and do what you're looking for. If the renders are turning out black or not enough color, it's usually your lighting, and I have a link in the video for that too. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I hope this helps.